What's up guys, my name is Ken Okada and I'm here to unbox and review a G-Shock. The model I chose to get was the G-Shock GA-110 in the black color. It retails for about $120, but I found mine for about $80 on eBay, brand new with all the tags. Now it got shipped to me in a bubble wrap envelope, so the cardboard box it comes in was a bit crumpled, but that's no big deal. Inside we get a nice tin with the actual watch inside of it. When we open the tin, we can find some paperwork including the international warranty card and the booklet that explains how those policies work. Moving on, we find an instruction textbook that takes about a 3-unit course as well as 2 bachelor's and a doctorate to figure out how to operate this thing. But don't worry too much, this problem is usually present for most digital watches with multiple functions. Now the watch is packed fairly well. The unboxing experience of this wasn't anything too spectacular, but most people who buy this are looking for functionality and durability rather than fashion anyways, so whatever. The first impressions as I held it was that the watch feels very rugged, despite being very light, although I used to wear a bulky diving watch so anything would feel light in comparison anyways. It has a very large face and an analog and digital readout as well as the date. Now the watch is imported, so the first thing that you will need to do is change the time zone, and that is relatively simple to do as it is one of the first things inside of the instruction booklet. Now the watch itself is fairly big. It comes with a really big face, and here's a ruler if you need a size comparison. But I think it looks really good. I like watches with big faces. I don't know if you would necessarily wear it with a suit or anything, but I'm not very fashion forward anyways. But I think it looks awesome. Now as far as comfort goes, this is highly adjustable. You can see all the notches on the actual band. And wearing it, I usually wear a metal band watch, so it feels a little bit different, but it is light, it is comfortable. Usually I just forget that it's there anyways. Now as far as durability goes, this watch is very rugged, and that's expected of a G-Shock. It is water resistant up to 20 bar, meaning you could take it for a swim and you could do some light diving with it, but scuba diving and deep sea diving is not really recommended. Usually those activities require an actual diving watch. Now as far as functionality goes, you can see that there is an analog face with a digital readout and the date. I don't know if you can see the digital readout and the date since it is fairly small, but it is there. You could also use this as a stopwatch, a timer, and an alarm. So what kind of activities is this suited for? It is built to withstand most physical activities, but personally I don't really wear very many accessories in the gym. When I lift weights, I feel that it gets in the way, especially if the watch has a very large face. It sort of obstructs wrist extension. If this slides forward, as some watches might, you could see where that could get problematic. As far as running goes, when people look for watches for when they run, they usually want something that could easily take time, so a stopwatch of some sort. But for this one in particular, the digital readout is very small, so it would be difficult to really just look down and look at it. So as for runners, I don't really recommend this. Now a problem that is absolutely notorious for G-Shocks is the awful light that it comes with. Nothing really glows inside of this watch except for the tips of the hour and the minute hand. But at night you could press this button right here and it will illuminate the face, but as you can see it is incredibly dim. But there is an explanation for that. These watches are worn a lot by military, And if there is a very bright glowing face on the watch, you could see where that could start to get problematic. If you're a pilot in the Air Force, you don't necessarily really want something blinding you in the middle of a flight and you have trouble adjusting your eyes. On the ground, you could see why it would be very problematic to have a very bright watch. It could give your position away. So that's just a theory as to why the illumination is notoriously bad on G-Shocks, but that is just my own thoughts and opinion. And it's not like it's absolutely impossible to tell the time with that light. You might not be able to really see the digital readouts, but it does get the job done, if not very well. So the bottom line is that it's a very good watch. It'll survive most physical activities, but if you want a larger digital readout, I would opt for a different model, and G-Shock has a lot. So just pick and choose one that suits your own specific needs. So that's it, guys. Go ahead and like the video and subscribe, and give me any comments if you have any questions.